Happiness is a conscious choice, not an automatic response. That's a quote by Mildred Barthel. Today I'm going to tell you what I did to find happiness inside of me. Happiness comes in all sorts of forms, and the only way that you can actually find true happiness is to look deep inside yourself. The first thing I did was learn that I usually find happiness if I'm doing nice things for other people. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. That's a quote by Mark Twain. By doing things for other people, like you could volunteer, you can pass on a smile, little things like that. Sometimes giving a compliment to someone when they might look like they've had a bad day. Oh, hey, you have a nice shirt on today, or did you get your hair cut? You look like you've lost some weight. You look really nice. What'd you do different? That usually makes other people happy, and when you see them smile, they're usually contagious, so you'll smile back. Also, I find that being kind to everyone helps me be happy. I try to be nice to all the people that I work with. I try to be nice to people in fast food restaurants, everywhere. I always say thank you to anyone who's doing something for me because I know that they appreciate it and they might not hear it that often. But another way that I found happiness was to not live in the past, to live for today. A way that I did that is to take a couple risks. When I was younger, I never really thought that I would get tattoos, and as you can see, I have quite a few now, and I find that it was kind of a risky decision because there's some pain involved, and not everybody's skin takes the ink properly, and all sorts of different reasons, but they make me happy. They make me feel pretty, and they make me feel happy. When I look at my tattoos, they bring a smile to my face. Also, another way to live life for today is to actually live your life. Get out of monotonous routines of getting the same drink every single day, eating the same breakfast every single day. Change it up a bit. Change is good, and some people need to embrace change. I, for one, dye my hair a lot. So, as you can see from my first speech and to this speech, I look different. I had longer hair and I decided, you know what, I'm going to cut it off, and it made me happy. So, another thing to do is to enjoy things. Enjoy a good book every now and then. If you don't have time, take time to enjoy stuff that you like to do. And maybe that could be just a relaxing bubble bath after work. Have your significant other take the kids or something, or even go to the park with your kids. Maybe you enjoy time with your family and you don't get to spend enough time with them. Maybe that will make you happy. But you've got to live life for today, because someday you might look back and think, what a wonderful life I've had. I only wished I'd realized it sooner. That's a quote by Colette. Another thing that you have to remember when finding happiness is you've got to make your own happiness. Some pursue happiness, others create it. That's a quote by an unknown author. You've got to make your own happiness. Other people cannot do it for you. You've got to look inside yourself and find out what makes you happy. It might be something that you never really thought you'd want to do. Maybe you want to go hiking, and maybe you want to start camping, but you've always thought, well, I can't do that. No one, who's going to go with me? Go by yourself. Just make sure you tell someone, because you don't want to get lost, especially if you're new to it. But you have got to not worry about what others might think. Another way to create your own happiness is to be a happiness leader and not a happiness follower. If you're happy on your own, then other people will be happy. If you smile at someone, they usually smile back, and that makes you feel good. So don't be a happiness follower. Don't look for what other people are doing to make themselves happy. Look to what makes you happy. The next thing to do is just to look deep inside yourself and think about what really makes you smile. This is the goal, a smile. We're trying to get happiness. So look inside and find a smile. Think about what really makes you smile. Maybe it's your favorite movie. Maybe it's your favorite song. Something will make you smile. Happiness starts with H, but it begins with you. That's actually a quote by me, but I'm sure someone else has said it too. There was a time in my life where I wasn't a happy person. I had a lot of stress at work. I was just plain unhappy with my life and the way things were going. And it actually took a lot for me to figure out that I was being so selfish to my family and to my friends and everyone. They didn't deserve to be around a person that couldn't figure out what would make her happy. But I give them all the credit because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be the happy and loving wife and mother and daughter that I am today. And I'm so happy. I've realized that money can't buy you happiness. Nothing can make you happy except for you. I'd rather be poor and happy than be unhappy and live sad and be mean to my family. So I hope you enjoyed my speech, and I hope you take a few tips on how I became happy because I found it in me and you can too.